Okay, so in the previous class we have discussed about the three phases of cyclic reactions in the bioenergetics. One is glycolysis, another one is formation of acetyl coenzyme A, third one is Krebs cycle. Glycolysis, which takes place in the cytoplasm of the cell, Krebs cycle in the inner mitochondrial membrane. And the next and the fourth phase is electron transport system or electron transport chain, ETS or ETC. It is also called oxidative phosphorylation. So, during oxidative phosphorylation and terminal oxidation phases of the Krebs cycle, just recall your memory of glycolysis and Krebs cycle, where in the inner mitochondrial membrane the reduced coenzymes NADH2 and FADH2 are formed. That was studied in previous reactions. Or you can go through the glycolysis and Krebs cycle where NADH2 and FADH2 are formed, and they are NADH2 and FADH2. These are finally oxidized by free molecular oxygen. These are finally oxidized by free molecular oxygen, and that involves the coenzymes like NAD and FAD along with series of cytochromes, that is coenzyme Q, cytochrome B, cytochrome C1, cytochrome C, cytochrome A and cytochrome A3, which acts as electron acceptors. Means NADH2 and FADH2 are finally oxidized, where that involves the coenzymes like NAD and FAD along with a series of electron acceptors, coenzyme Q, cytochrome B, cytochrome C1, cytochrome C, cytochrome A and cytochrome A3. This sequence of reactions takes place in mitochondrial cristae, that is known as electron transport system or electron transport chain. It is also called respiratory chain or cytochrome system or hydrogen pathway. The pair of hydrogens released during aerobic reaction, that is from NADH2 and FADH2, the pair of hydrogens released during aerobic respiration enters the respiratory chain at 2 points. That is, NAD is reduced to NADH2, that donates hydrogen to FMN reduced to FMNH2, and FAD is reduced to FADH2, that is FAD is reduced to FADH2. Both NADH2 and FADH2 converted back to NAD and FAD. Both NADH2 and FADH2 are converted back to NAD and FAD. It is the final oxidation at which NADH2 and FADH2 are converted to NAD and FAD respectively is called the terminal oxidation. It means the conversion of NADH2 and FADH2 to NAD and FAD is called terminal oxidation, where coenzyme Q is the hydrogen acceptor that is UQ2 UQH2, ubiquinone to reduced ubiquinone. So now two hydrogens released, they split into two electrons and two protons, that is hydrogen ions. Protons are released into the solution, this one, in the mitochondria. Protons are released into the solution, but electrons are passes through series of electron acceptors, that is cytochromes. Series of electron acceptors, that is cytochromes B, C1, C, A and A3 passes down. Cytochromes containing Fe, they alternatively get reduced and oxidized. They alternatively get reduced and oxidized. By accepting an electron, how they are getting reduced and oxidized? By accepting an electron, Fe plus 3 is reduced to Fe plus 2, and by donating an electron, Fe plus 2 is oxidized to Fe plus 3. Understand? By accepting an electron, Fe plus 3 is reduced to Fe plus 2, and by donating an electron, Fe plus 2 is oxidized to Fe plus 3. The two electrons released from cytochrome A3 means through the series of reactions Fe plus 2 to Fe plus 3, Fe plus 3 to Fe, that is alternative oxidation and reduction reactions in the cytochrome B, C1, C, A and A3. So the two electrons released from cytochrome A3, that combines with two protons of the cytoplasm, that is of the solution, combines with two protons, ultimately combines with half a molecule of oxygen to form a molecule of water. Understand? This electron finally released from cytochrome A3 combines with two protons, and ultimately it combines with half a molecule of oxygen. It releases to form a molecule of water. So oxygen is the terminal electron acceptor. Understand? Oxygen is the terminal electron acceptor. So this reaction is called terminal oxidation. As the electrons and protons passes down the respiratory chain, energy is released. As the electrons and protons passes down the respiratory chain, the energy is released, and ATP is also generated along with oxidation. ATP is also generated along with oxidation, so it is called oxidative phosphorylation. So it is referred as oxidative phosphorylation, that is electron transport system or the electron transport chain. So finally, the oxidation of a molecule of glucose results in net gain of 38 ATP molecules. One molecule of glucose is with 686 kilocalories of energy, and one molecule of ATP is with 7.6 kilocalories of energy. So 38 ATP molecules will have 288.8 kilocalories of energy. That accounts for 42% of use of energy during aerobic respiration. The remaining 58% of energy is not recovered as ATP. It is lost in the form of heat during aerobic respiration. That is about the electron transport system or the electron transport chain. That completes bioenergetics topics, and you go through the video clips, and also I am going to send the notes in the form of PDF to your group. Read that one. If you have any doubts, any questions, anything you want to discuss with me about this topic, don't hesitate. You are always welcome. Thank you.
ಇದಾಯ್ತು